Alright, guys, are you ready? Today we're going to be talking about Pluto, a newest anime offering by Netflix that is essentially a retelling of an old Astro Boy story, Greatest Robot on Earth by Osamu Tezuka, masterfully adapted by Naoki Urasawa of Monster fame into a manga, and after 6 long years, we finally have an adaptation here. Now, why is this such a good adaptation? And it's multifold. From the amazing sub and a dub, which is rare in any anime, more or less Netflix animes that have, let's just say, potential disasters with certain animes that were dubbed recently in a remaster form. We won't mention which ones there are, but if you know, you know. So, what this does is essentially picks up the story of Astro Boy, puts it in a murder mystery, essentially making Astro Boy into a Watchman or Blade Runner esque type of story. With such deep characterizations of those characters, plot devices that essentially extend everything about the world that Osamu Tezuka created and just puts it in a new light. That is not a small feat, knowing that Astro Boy was essentially one of the premier animes of its time back in 1960s when it came out. And for Naoki Urasawa to essentially take that and expand on it in such a way is just tremendous. It basically sets the whole world and the whole story essentially in a backdrop of a war that has happened in Kingdom of Persia, which is basically, let's say, Middle East, because that's what it is. And it basically takes that story, but it does not preach on it. It preaches on the basic fundamentals of the actual human nature and how the people should react and how they should talk to each other and respect each other, being that we have like a civilization of robots and humans living together. Now, this has been said and been told through many different multifaceted media, from movies, from anime before. However, here it's it's insane what it did, because ultimately every small character that is in this series is important. From a character that is on a screen from 10 to 15 seconds to a couple of minutes to the entire run of the series. And it's very hard to basically say, hey, this is the main hero of the story or main villain of the story, because it's also interconnected and everything is intertwined in such a way that it really brings everything together. If you like those kind of stories, absolutely check it out. Now, there are some small things that could have been changed, or maybe it got lost in translation from the manga to an anime. I won't really talk about those subplots. There is a small thing here, but it does not really detract from the importance that this actually has and the way that it conveys that importance through it. It's probably one of the best sci-fi animes I have ever seen. From, I mean, we're talking going back to Akira, we're going back to Ghost in a Shell, and it's that caliber. That is very, very high praise, as Nicolas Cage would say. um, but it's very warranted because it does convey all of that. It does speak to human nature in such way, and it is not an anime to be missed. And as I've said, Netflix has certainly had some hits and misses with their anime series. They have had some disastrous live action things that they did, namely Death Note, which was atrocious. But it looks like they're riding a ship. We have One Piece that was pretty faithful adaptation of the very famous anime series. And from what I've seen, I've just seen a trailer for Avatar: The Last Airbender. So it definitely looks like that it's at least going to be better than M Night Shyamalan version, which again, very low bar. But it's good to see that we're definitely going to have something that it's going to be worth our time and our investment in this aspect of it. So where do we go from here? What do we need to expect from anime series, sci-fi or otherwise? Well, I mean, as any media, we're gonna have a lot of trash. We can expect that hopefully this will tell the studios, hopefully Netflix, or hopefully the studio that has done this particular series, Pluto, to actually adapt 20th Century Boys, which is another Naoki Urasawa manga that has never actually had an anime adaptation. It had a trilogy of movies which were pretty good, but the story is so dense that it would be very interesting to see it in a long format. So tell me, guys, what did you think of Pluto? Did you like it? What didn't you like about it? Sound out below. As always, this has been Aaron Pohara. If you like this review, do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you do not miss any upcoming reviews of movies, TV, anime, games, and all things pop culture. Till next time, see you later.